We living in really spooky times right now. It seems like anytime a woman doesn't get her way, anytime there seems to be a big misunderstanding, anytime your ratings are low, we got to resort to really dirty tactics, vindictive, spiteful tactics to try to ruin a man. Now, I don't condone sexual predators. I don't condone sexual offenses and shit like that. But at the same time, it just seems like everybody's trying to get a bag. Masculinity is at an all-time low because we're at war. And we know that women are very powerful, whether it's their box, or whether it's their influence. Women have never been more powerful in this day and time. So when a woman insinuates foul play, whether it be sexual, whether it be misogynistic, etc., it can really make or break a man. So here we have Melyssa Ford causing a huge beef on the internet between two very big, influential cultural staples, Joe Budden and Camron. And this is a clear example as to why egos that are not controlled can really affect some shit. And this is why we come to realize that women can bring down kingdoms and start wars. Do me a favor, make sure you guys like the video, share the video. This is Masculinity Unlocked. Let's go. Yeah. Welcome to Masculinity Unlocked. I'm your host, AV, aka Alpha Villains. Melyssa Ford, former video vixen, she's the co-host on the Joe Budden podcast, causes a beef between Joe Budden and Camron. We all heard about it. Men have to be very careful, bro. Very careful about what you say, how you move, and it's unfortunate. Aside from feminism and all the programming, men are scared to talk to women. Is it our fault? Some of you game niggas will make fun of us. Some of you guys will encourage us to do the opposite, understand body language and all that shit. And when I say us, I represent all men, you know what I mean, in different facets of life. But every single thing a woman says seems to be the gospel, bro. So Camron and Mace, on their show, It Is What It Is, talked about a situation when back in the day they were reminiscing about being in a hoe house. It was funny and shit. In their season, and you got to be real careful what you say on the microphone, but Melyssa Ford proceeded to make some accusations that were really harmful, especially in this day and time. Watch this.
Women coming forward and talking about the fact that that is not exactly the way that I remember that story happening.
I don't think that's right what you're doing. I don't think that's right.
Well, who's doing?
What you doing? I don't think that's right. Like, them niggas clearly went to a whorehouse and took somebody up out of there.
Says them. And
that's who told the story. But that's who told the story.
I get that.
So of course it says them. Who else
is there a distinct possibility that there may have been underage girls in that whorehouse?
Oh,
come on now.
That's crazy.
Really serious accusations. Now, you saw Joe Budden and his team try to play it down. And say, nah, you talking shit, you know, Camron, and, you know what I mean? They were saying some shit. Now, watch this. Now, Camron got wind of it, and here's what he had to say.
On Joe Budden's podcast, where see a clip where on Joe Budden's podcast where Melyssa Ford is talking about, oh, it might have been underage girls in there. First of all, I only like older bitches. Second of all, was 1992. We was underage. That's A and B. We wasn't supposed to be there. We wasn't 18. I just turned motherfucking 16. I ain't even defending myself on that nonsense. You're not even from this country. I don't know what the fuck was going on in the whorehouses in Canada or wherever you from or whatever pedophile shit they on, wherever you from. We not on that. I ain't even going into that. More of the story, she said it. Knowing the times we in, Joe Buttons and them went in on her or whatever. They're like, yo, that's some serious allegations, this, that, and the third. But they didn't edit it out. So from two things,
we need to talk about that. So Joe Budden tried to downplay what Melyssa Ford insinuated or said about possibly being underage women in the whole house. Camron brought up a really good point. They could have edited it out, but they didn't. Okay, pay attention, bro. Pay attention to where this is going.
Take from that, they either threw her under the bus or they said, fuck it, let's get the ratings or whatever they want to do. Either way it came out, it could have been edited out. It wasn't live like I'm doing live right now. So I ignored it because it's nonsense. So I ignored the shit. We said a little something on our show, but we don't get that. We don't give, we don't give this type of energy I'm doing on live. That type of business on our show, my nigga. Our shit is sports and our fun. So this energy don't go on our show. This cam energy on my own personal time. First of all, I only like older bitches. Second of all, was 1992. We was underage. That's A and B. We wasn't supposed to be there. We wasn't 18. I just turned motherfucking 16. So we said a little something. I ain't even say nothing. I said, fuck the bitch. The bitch don't know what she talking about, whatever. It's like, yo, you say that foul shit, because that's some foul shit to say. Man felt like that shit, like, and the times we in for you to make them type of allegations, don't know what the fuck you talking about. Anyway, She tried to apologize, and I said to myself, nah, you're not even from this country. I could have went straight to Ice-T, fucked you in the bathroom for $2,000 when you was fucking doing waitressing. I didn't even go there. You used to fuck in the bathroom. The Kit Kat Club, one of them old ass club, bitch. Stop. You're video.
Okay. Camron responds. Rightfully so. Was he wrong? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Why wasn't what Melyssa Ford said edited out? Joe Budden has been in some hot water, domestic accusations and shit. He's a rapper. He's a podcaster. He's been in some hot water, so he knows how serious the temperature is. To me, it sounds like some fucking envy. Why the fuck didn't you edit out Melyssa Ford's part? You wanted the fucking numbers. You wanted the fucking attention. You wanted the algorithm, right? There ain't no friends in this shit. So now, watch what Joe Budden says in regards to Camron responding to what Melyssa Ford says.
I'm not gonna land that plane. Just saying.
That plane should have never even took
That's
off.
not a plane. I stand with Mel on all fronts, whatever it is. As a co-worker, as a friend, I feel like it's our jobs up here to check it, which we did. With love. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck about none of these other goofy niggas out here and what they got to say. That shit is performative and it's shenanigans. I'm not with none of the performative shit. You think you got a lawsuit, call your lawyer. You got enough lawyers, I think they'll advise you against it. And I don't think niggas' paper is long enough for frivolous lawsuits that they don't have a chance on winning. Call your lawyer, look up what defamation means. I'm not doing this shit with you niggas out here. You niggas is trying to play algorithm games, and I'm not with none of it. And that's still Mel Ford at the end of the day. You niggas be on Instagram liking the bad escorts, going crazy, the cheap ones. Bitches be 50 and 500 pounds. You niggas in the comments writing shit. Stop playing with niggas up here. Honestly, I observe. I'm trying to be cool because niggas got relationships. But enough now.
What do you guys think? I think Joe Budden is just hating on Camron and Mace's success. Envy is a crazy thing. If I'm Joe Budden, which I'm not, if I'm Joe Budden, I have a staff member, I'm going to check it. I'm either going to edit it out or I'm going to give a professional courtesy to Camron to let him know. Now, we might be dumb. We might be engaging in this gossip shit, and this might be all for TV, WWE shit. You know what I'm saying? From what I gather, Cam, was a street nigga, former street nigga. You know what I'm saying? Joe's another former street nigga. But this internet shit is crazy, B. You got to watch what you say, and you got to watch what people say about you. When you work really hard for a brand and you work to try to make something of yourself, as you start to succeed and you start to climb up the mountain, there's going to be a lot of haters, a lot of things that are going to resurface about you, about me, about anybody. For whatever reason, whoever doesn't want you to win, they're going to want to try to bring you down. So when you hear about all these sexual allegations, you hear about insinuations about underage fornication, it can really be a dangerous thing. So why wouldn't Joe Budden take it out? Why wouldn't Joe Budden understand, even if he don't like fucking Camron? Why wouldn't he want to kind of stay away from that unless there was some real fucking proof? Because Joe Budden is jealous. It is what it is. Talk show. Two sports niggas, two washed up rappers allegedly talking about sports are blowing all you niggas out the water. So Joe Budden has to stick with Melyssa, even though Melyssa started it. But if she wasn't wrong, why the fuck did she apologize? Melyssa Ford tried to apologize, issued a public apology. Camron said, man, fuck your apology. I'm standing with Cam on this one. Now, if there was some foul play and some fornication with underage women, Cam, Mace, they deserve to burn. They deserve to be under the jail. Absolutely. But at the end of the day, as a man, you have to understand to wear the name, the tag, to be a man, you're going outside of your house with a target on your back. And it's not just black men anymore. If you're masculine, you don't necessarily have all the resources to kind of avoid the matrix, if you will. You're at a disadvantage. This is why we have to stick together. So when I see this, it pisses me off because there's a lot of beef on the internet. Why the fuck? I get it, Joe. You got to stick with your coworker, but she was out of pocket, my nigga. And then you try to play it off like you were siding with Cam because you got a cock and balls. To me, it's a bunch of shenanigans. Joe, I think you're doing performative work too, and this is what it is. You guys won't tune in unless the show is a kicking out a bitch. You guys won't tune in to a show unless they're yelling at you. So you like the entertainment, man. You like it. You know what I mean? You guys don't have anything else going on in your life. So you got to watch some shit that's somewhat entertaining. At the end of the day, you niggas need to understand, man, what you do, what you say, how you move in these streets will always come back to bite you in the ass. Your time is not necessarily may not be here, but when it's time, it's time. You got to move accordingly. You got to make sure that you move with skill. You got to make sure that you say the right things and do the right things, man. If men think they are invincible to avoid getting getting canceled, they're incorrect. Diddy, fucking Andrew Tate, Bill Cosby, all men are being attacked. Whether they're guilty or innocent, I have no idea. The bottom line is I understand that we as men have to stick together somewhat. Even if they're corny, even if they're goofy, if we got a cock and balls and we want to call ourselves men, we have to stop fighting one another and understand that there is a bigger enemy that we cannot fight alone. There are powers in numbers. And if we don't know how to set aside differences to come together to allow each other to lean on one another during these attacks against masculinity, we're never going to win, bro. No matter how many Lamborghinis, watches, bitches you fuck, you will not be able to survive out here when masculinity is public enemy number one. I need you guys to think about that.